This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome back to Pure Bait and Tackle here on Sigan Lane and another, I guess you call it, episode of Paradise, Louisiana. This week, we're gonna visit. We'll make another visit to sounds and scenes at University of Louisiana Lafayette fishing for scholars. So, you know, I was there 2 days. It was so much. So this week and maybe next week, we just gonna visit and show some sounds and maybe an interview. So you watching Paradise, Louisiana. Also, we're gonna visit Chaz. Chaz has been catching bass in these deep canals, and we'll talk more about it. He had his kids with him one day and the other. So, and he's always good with tips. So, him and his, you know, you talk about his baby Shad, but he's all over the internet. But his best thing is Dockside TV. So, we're gonna borrow something from him this week. We got a fish and rodeo report. We got some more pictures. Some of the reports that are coming in, I'm gonna give them to you anyway, but they've been on Facebook. Some of them captains ain't learned how to email me so I can get the first-hand pictures and stories. So stay tuned. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana from Superior Bait and Tackle, right here on Sigan Lane.
I'm Brett Favre. As a quarterback in the NFL, if I didn't stay focused, I ended up on my back or worse. Even the smallest distraction could make a good play or offensive drive come to an end. When you're in a car, the smallest distraction could end much more than a drive. It could end someone's life. Just like I refuse to lose on the field, I refuse to lose someone I love to distracted driving. And you should too. Focus on the road. Don't drive distracted. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance.
As members of a Touchstone Energy cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy cooperative.
You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. Uh-huh. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
For generations, anglers from across the globe have put their trust in Abu Garcia. Because out here on the water, we know our science is your religion. Fish like a fanatic with the latest generation of Revo. Featuring up to 24 pounds of max drag. Designed for leverage and power. Built on corrosion resistance and comfort. World-class adventure awaits with Revo. Abu Garcia for life.
Paradise, Louisiana. Hey, Larry.
Welcome to Fishing for Scholarships.
Oh, eat your heart out, boy. Look at that. Nothing better coming to Southwest Louisiana. The best hospitality in the world. Look at that. Good girls, good food, great drink. You watching Paradise, Louisiana. Mr. Joe Savard, the president of Louisiana Lafayette University of Louisiana.
Yeah, we're proud to be here. We appreciate everybody's support. It's a great tournament. Come on out next year.
But second annual.
That's it, second annual.
I got a surprise for you. We're going to go get it.
That'll work. Be good.
We're watching Paradise, Louisiana, and boy, am I glad I made it.
Yep, me too.
You know what happened? Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, and our rodeo tournament report. Before I get to the Southwest Junior Bassmasters, we're going to remind y'all of some events coming up. The Big Daddy Grand Isle Rodeo, Thursday all the way through Saturday night. Yeah, that's at the new marina. It's the old marina, but it's at the end of the island. So a lot of festivities, a lot of things, a lot going on in the big. It ain't a tent no more, it's a pavilion. So don't forget them. Also, Fall Pie, same weekend. Down at Venice Marina. These tournaments produce a lot of fish, a lot of crowds, a lot of things going on. So these are legendary rodeos, and there's none more legendary than the Grand Isle Rodeo, the longest running fishing rodeo in the country, or maybe in the world. So don't forget them. Also, we got a couple of vets for fishing for backpacks. I told you, my good friend Wendell Williams and his kid, they're going to be at Waddell Wildlife Management Area. They're going to be teaching kids how to fish, to giving away backpacks. Remember, it's first come, first serve. So that's it. We've been talking about it a couple of weeks. So don't forget, all of y'all's not going to rodeos. Get those kids and get them over there. Chance to get backpacks, a lot of food. It's an unbelievable event. Just can't be everywhere. So my plans are, as they stand right now, is to go to Venice on Tuesday night and be with Wish to Fish. I hope to bring y'all some in the next few weeks of some of those kids fishing with all those captains. And then I'm leaving there to go to Grand Isle. In the old days when Joe was there, Joe would go to Grand Isle, and I stay at Fall Pie. We would cover all this. It just can't do it. And this weekend they got the Hall of Fame in Natchitoches. Coach Maneri, amongst others, are going to be in the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame. So, and that's always been a big event. They're all coming up at the same time. Good Lord bless me, I go as many as I can, so we're going to do that. So right now, I'm going to give you the Junior Southwest Bass Report. I ain't had time to write them down, so I'm going to read them off my book. They're headed in Man Shack. They gave out the prize. I got to mention his name. This guy's given Mr. Eric Mathern of Swamp Sticks Custom Rides. He's been furnishing those kids them signature rods, homemade rods or whatever you want to call them, and I've been getting the winners. So they ain't getting a whole lot of prize money besides what they're getting in this, but we need to give them a shout out. Now we're gonna go to the oldest group, 15 to 18-year-old. First place is Grant Bruyette from Baton Rouge. They're lower weights, but they're 5'8". Second was Hayden Talley from Greenville Springs. Let me see who else got here. And they didn't have a third place. Big Bass was Grant Bruyette. The other age group from 11-14 age group, first place Ryan Haley from Livingston. Second place was Alec Hubal, Greenville Springs. Third place was Blake LeRae from Bruley. 7-10-year age group, first place was Ryder Owens from Denham Springs. And we didn't have other places in the other two. Let's see. Tough day, not only the wind, the water change, but I've been getting some good reports from that away. I'll tell you in the fishing report. Now, in the outdoor division, first place was Drew Como from French Element. So, when I come back, I'm gonna give you a photo report and another fishing report. So, you're watching Paradise, Louisiana, Superior Bait and Tackle.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
I'm Brett Favre. As a quarterback in the NFL, if I didn't stay focused, I ended up on my back or worse. Even the smallest distraction could make a good play or offensive drive come to an end. When you're in a car, the smallest distraction could end much more than a drive. It could end someone's life. Just like I refuse to lose on the field, I refuse to lose someone I love to distracted driving. And you should too. Focus on the road. Don't drive distracted. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance.
As members of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
There's just no doubt about it that this is a place where food is created differently from anywhere else in the world because it just couldn't be done. We're a culture made up of so many different people, loving ingredients, loving cooking styles, and they're all right here. At the end of the day, that's all.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Superior Bait and Tackle here on Sigan Lane. With all the elections coming up in the next few months, they're very important for everything, for economics, whatever, your safety, law enforcement, everything is very important. But don't forget, you outdoor enthusiasts, there's a lot of things that will be coming up. And I'm trying to use them big words and they ain't working out, but I'm going to tell you, right now, these elections, especially for governor and lieutenant governor and all them other, your congressmen, everybody, these things coming up. You got to remember now that a lot of them are voting on things that have to do with outdoors, saving the coast or whatever, and there's always controversy. So study what you're doing, be sure and vote, be sure, and look in and see what their thoughts are. If you have a chance to question, ask them questions. Now, myself, before the governor's election this fall, I will probably have all the candidates at Paradise, Louisiana. I don't know if I'll have them together, but I'll have them separate, and they'll be answering some of the questions. Same thing we did on the election, the first election with Governor Edwards and all the people. So we wanted you to remind you of that. Right now, going back, I'm gonna say the picture of the start of the show is because of what was involved in it. Miles Joberry was visiting from North Carolina, visiting his grandpa Dickie Hebert. Leeville, voodoo shrimp under a 4-horse cart. Here's his picture and all these miles of fish he caught. And so you get there. I want to go back now and give some more, some pictures coming in. This one just come in today from a captain down in the captain's Living Adventures. He was over there fishing in the newly renovated Cocoa Marina. It's just unbelievable the work these people have put in, and here's unbelievable pictures of fish today. And I've been getting a lot of reports, but hadn't been in photos and hadn't been in. But Captain, I want to thank you for sending them. They were using a fat mamba shad, double rigging. Some of them it was on Creole and avocado was the coolest. They were fishing Timberlier Beach, and he was fishing the structures out in the shell pad. And the water's deep, the water's hot. They've been fishing deep and catching them. Mike Brantley, every week he's sending in. He sent me a bunch of kid pictures again. I'm always use them. Thank you again, Mike. He sent me a picture. I don't know if I used it. He had his Zulu crew that was over there, and they've been catching these big drums. Okay, they're using different baits, using fresh shrimp, but they're catching these with these kids. They're catching shark, drum, and everything, even redfish, big redfish. They're catching them on cut bait. They're fishing cut bait, shrimp, different bait, but right there. You're also catching trout. There's a lot of white trout. People have been catching, sending me pictures. I seen them on Facebook. And they don't send me. One guy had 100 white trout, and his whole crew probably had 100 speckled trout. It's separated. No limit on white trout, no size limit. But they're all in the area right now. I didn't have a chance to talk to the owner here. He's here today. Mark Matthews in there, but he fishes out in the marsh around Hopedale. I didn't get a report from him. He's so busy, and he full up this morning. So I guess people getting ready for rodeos. Again, Mike Brantley, I tell you, he's fishing with those kids. There's a bunch of pictures. Hope we can run them off. Captain Troy Robichaud, one I fished with down there before the Golden Medal Tucson rodeo. He's fishing live shrimp. He's fishing live shrimp under a cork. He's also fishing boom shrimp under 4-horse cork in the current lines. especially around the islands. We did that too after we got through fishing in Fushon itself. And on the rocks, he moves out. Another report I'm getting in the Grand Isle area is coming from Captain Hurt, but he's on Facebook all the time. Y'all can look him. Paradise Charters. He's been having nephews and kids and his parties. His guide service is as hot as it can be right now, not only for the weather, but to getting you out early and getting you back. He's been using shrimp, but this past pictures he had on there, he was catching them on croaker. I always thought a rule of thumb, croaker I guess is good anytime, but they start using these live croaker usually around the middle of July, okay? The Grand Isle Rodeo, a lot of fish are caught on them, so he been catching them a little bit. I thought a little bit early. I sent him a note, so I don't know. He might send me or email me a better report. But what I'm getting right now is off of Facebook. The other captains right there in Leeville, they get some beautiful offshore trip. You know, all the snapper and stuff being comfortable with the rodeos coming in. There's Mark right there. Mark, real quick. Come give me a.
Yeah.
Give me
Let's
from
go
your
fishing.
camp. Tell me what you've been catching.
A lot of white trout.
Lot of white trout.
Lot of white trout.
A lot of fish. Catching some big. They're running big.
It's
No
about
size limit.
Well, no, and no account.
Well,
So
I'm glad to see you here.
They're about
I'm ready
half
to go
and half.
do a trip with you. When
oh
you gonna
boy,
take me?
I'll work on that.
What's been the best bait?
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
Plastic under a cork.
Okay, good
There you
deal.
go.
Thank you. And that's Mark Matthews. That's the owner and the proprietor here at Superior Bait and Tackle. Long-time friend. Now, don't let me miss them. Delacroix, Coach Garcia and his captain, is my veteran Tom. They hit or miss. They go there, they catch them, they're trying to find them. I've been getting some good reports from Delacroix. It's just what he's trying to find. Sometimes they go out where they think they caught them last time and they go and they ain't been doing it. But the main thing, they ain't been having too many mechanical problems with breakdowns, so I wish them good luck. I told you again, Venice, all the captains, the water's low. I'm seeing pictures on Facebook, the internet, everybody sent them. They not sending them to me, couple, the Carter brothers. They doing it. It all depends on what you want. They still catching flounder at all the passes and coasts. And don't forget, the water's low, and you got to watch where you run. Okay, and they're going out fishing the rigs in Venice, catching fish. I see a couple other TV shows. Kevin Ford and them, all them people are fishing. They fishing out of the different places that he always fishing. I can't even think of them right now, but thinking my computer's full, getting full. But Venice, that was that. Now freshwater. Going back to Manchac, Mr. Shake Snyder, he sent me another report. When he first got there, it was slow. He was trying to fish some top water, and he was trying to fish buzz baits on top. He caught one or two fish, and all of a sudden, he was watching the weather. It got stormy. He was catching some smaller fish, but he caught a good fish, and he went to the same thing, to his flukes, and just jerking them with a light bait. Sometimes, if you don't know what you're doing, you probably got to throw it with a spinning rod, but they throw in that fluke, same colors he's been using, and he had a mess of fish. So I was surprised at Manchac something happened, because all in that area, all them canals, it's this. Now, what you saw with Chaz is that those handmade, man-made, all them deep canals right now, the fish got a place to get out. They lined with grass. The fish can move in and out. The bass in there, some of them canals right now, when it gets hot, there's deep holes, they catching speckled trout. Chaz is a master. He can catch them anywhere, anytime. He knows where he's going. and he puts it on. Matrix had TV. He puts it on Dockside TV. You can go to them and read what he's doing. He tells you what he was doing. When I go out and I'm visiting people, one of the things I like about my show, and it's all been donated by Chaz, is how Chaz talks about what he got. I haven't made a trip. There's other captains do the same thing. I mean, Dudley and Mike Gallo and all them captains. Mike Brantley, all the captains I used to fish with. Every captain I fish with are going to give you instructions. So if you ever watched any show I did, and I'm videoing, these captains are telling you what to do. So the main thing on Paradise, Louisiana, and you watching it, it's a news program. I'm proud of it. I just got word, the Louisiana Outdoor Writers, that Paradise, Louisiana has won another award coming up. I think that's probably about 19 times out of 20-something years. And a lot of that's thanks to Chris, the producer. I always said he can make chicken salad out of chicken feathers, the stuff I bring him, but he is a little master. So I want to thank him, congratulate him, because that's all him. Don always wins with his show, and we got some outdoor writers, Joe Macalusa and all those people. They've been winning for years. It's just unbelievable, these guys with their pictures. The president of Louisiana Outdoor Writers, Mr. Holmes and his wife, Chris Holmes, he's copied in Sportsman magazine and everything else. So again, if you want a good fishing report, keep watching Paradise, Louisiana. But don't forget your magazines, your Sportsman magazine. Call your marinas, call them around. They're always free. They want you to come down. The best ones will tell you, hey, right now it's not good. Save your money. Let me book you when it's a little cooler. So thanks to Marty Campbell, Pelican Sports TV. God bless Louisiana. Don't forget what I told you about the politics that are going on. Get involved. Don't be a snoozer and a loser. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana, Superior Bait and Tackle. God welcome. We'll be back next week. Woo, we got a busy week. See you next week.
Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, Dimco, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.